after he died, like his mother, my grandmother on my father's side, took me to my first live wrestling show. Grade. Before I started to get hit in the head with chairs all the time, I was a bright little kid, I guess. But for West Virginia, I guess, what's the difference? But so I went from 5th grade to 8th grade. Money from school. I guess they call it bullying now. To me, it was called going to school. That's the kind of shit you had to deal with when you went to school. You know, I literally stole food to live. This was back. It's like, wow, you know, you train guys just trying to, you know, just trying to have a bit of a conversation with someone you looked up to as a child. And he was like, well, yeah, you know, you should come down sometime, brother. You know, like, oh, whoa, whatever. This is crazy. Why is a wrestler asking me to come to his training camp or whatever? So you know what? Fuck it. I'll join the goddamn army. You know. And there was a larger fella, a great big student. He was like 300 pounds. He looked really good, and they wanted to use him, but he did not bring his shit. And Bart's like, Dylan, you got your shit? Yes, sir. Yes, I have my shit. Or Facebook. You put YouTube videos on Facebook, so you send them a promoter your link.
Right.
And that's the thing. But back then, you would send them a VHS with like 3 matches that you thought were good, and like 8x10. And maybe your phone number and email address, and that's what you did. You know, so I packed whatever the fuck I could fit in my 96 expedition and drove to Louisville. And I lived on Ian Rotten's couch which he suplexed me off of the top rope through all these fucking light tubes. So if it had not been my fucking arm, it'd have been his fucking head. So maybe that's why I put up with his shit nowadays, because he was so good to me, and he's still good to me. Most of the time, you know. Yeah, I was like, what? Is this what you wanted to do? You wanted to come here and do this? Like he paid me to no-show the PWU show. But you would wrestle the first time, or 2 times the first night, and then like 3 times the next night, and it really took it out of you. It really took it out of you. 3 or 4 times I've lost everything I owned. That just teaches you to not get attached to shit. But for a few awkward moments there, I'm like, what the fuck have I done? I've speared Norman Smiley in the fucking eye. And it's so socially accepted by just a large number of people to be a complete, out-of-control drug addict. Well, he decided to pick me up and powerbomb me on the concrete. And they're like, no, just tell him you're a tourist. I'm like, there's a fucking expired work visa in my goddamn passport. They're not going to say, oh, you had a visa, you had a visa, you had a visa. Oh, now you do have a visa. Why are you coming now with no visa? Like, these people are not fucking stupid. And this little guy pokes me in the ribs. Oh, nice fight. Can I take a picture? And it was Kim Jong-il. And I kind of, sort of suspected she was a prostitute. Right, he come over and he kicks me in the mouth. Like, what the fuck? That was I didn't need that. It's supposed to be a pull apart. So I just got on him. I threw like 4 or 5 punches that landed really solidly. And like, after the CCW barbed wire match, I was all bloody. And I'm like, and the guys are waiting for me in the car because we got to go over there right quick, and the shows are going on at the same time. And they're like, come on, man, we got to go. I'm like, wait a minute, let me get cleaned up first. And I looked in the mirror, I'm like, whoa. No, man, I am not cleaning up. Look at the guys that represented CZW. All those guys were trying to get fucking jobs. If New Japan works with another company, they always eat them up. You know what I'm saying? They always squash the other guys. The other company is never in a better position when the cross promotion is done. So I just didn't want Ring of Honor to do that to CCW. But in this one little shithole building, this is our fucking building.
Yeah.
And don't come into our fucking building and try to fucking big league us. Wrestling has given me the opportunity for a unique education in the world that I would have never have gotten, and don't even feel like I deserve in the first goddamn place. DJ Hyde especially. Ooh. He thinks he had something to fucking do with getting me a fucking role in that fucking movie, and Maven does too. So look, man, we're gonna buy a bag of pot, and not every exit, but like every welcome center or rest stop, we're gonna stop and smoke at. This will be like a fucking pot-filled cross-country drive. Just me, all my wrestler money paid for this dude who was fighting my mom. Now he has a free house because she's like. It seemed to me as if they did the TV show just for the sake of doing the TV show.
Just to say they have.
He's like, no. You know, as long as I'm here, you'll always have a job. I don't know who the fuck was in charge. I don't know. When I was doing The Wrestler, they'd spent so much time on special effects to make me look injured. Whereas this time I had to go back, and they spent so much time to make me look not injured because under the effects of this LSD, I could think rationally, I could speak rationally, and move rationally, but I had somehow forgotten or lost the ability to read. So what a Philadelphia fan does not want to do is have their fucking time wasted. So that's why we're doing these big, long videos of Billy Graham and fucking dicking around and run-ins and not only, it was wasting their fucking time. I hand-delivered you a goddamn movie that I was a participant in, and I was booked in this movie whether CCW was or not. You know, if that would have been somewhere else, I'd have still been in it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I gave this to you guys, and now you're shitting on my fucking angle? I don't think you could have found too many of a more loyal soldier than I was to CCW for many, many years.
Definitely.
And that's why it hurts my feelings now when I'm doing nothing.
Well,
I'm like, man, I was doing that shit before y'all, and now I'm stuck in the fucking car for 12 hours with you assholes. Here you put yourself over. We didn't book this guy in anything other than to show up for a fucking year. He gives us a fucking angle, which we say won't work, which he then makes work very well, but we still shit on it, and we wonder why he won't come over to our show. Come to our show. He is his own worst enemy. Okay, he's very stubborn.
right.
I can sit here and for sure make nothing. Or
Go there,
maybe get $200, maybe get $250, maybe get $40, maybe get a bag full of pills, maybe get nothing. Well, that's the guy that got accused of molesting his stepdaughter and promptly moved. Oh, JC was my brother and blah blah blah. Like, motherfucker, you saw that guy for 2 hours once a month.
Right.
Hey, but he got to fuck Missy High and Sunny the same night. That's an accomplishment which I did. And here's some advice from me, the camera. Don't ever snoop in your significant other's MySpace or Facebook. Don't do it, because you will find something and it will upset you. Yeah. This is going to be a family show. You're not going to see any blood. You're not going to see any violence. You're not going to see any profanity. Blah blah blah. You know, it's a good family show, and like there's a tumbleweed of people fighting, rolling around behind Mitch as he's talking. And slowly but surely, while Mitch is talking on live TV, he sees everyone looking behind him, and he looks behind him as well, and then proceeds on live TV to go into a profanity-laced tirade. So he got kind of rough with me early. I got kind of rough with him, broke a few of his ribs. He then retired. But they used that for grounds to call us both unfit parents, and we were sued by the state of Pennsylvania for termination of our parental rights, and they wanted to put our baby into the adoption pool. Because I jumped the guardrail, the Ring of Honor students grabbed me, they're trying to take me out to the back. I'm not really throwing punches because I ain't trying to hurt nobody, but I'm pushing people hard. I'm, get away, doing that kind of stuff. And I realize, as I'm working with these guys, not really work with them, but trying to be nice to them, somebody is behind me, like bam, 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 like hitting me in the back of the head with their fist as hard as they fucking can. But if you saw the bathrooms there, you'd take your chances outside too, man. Like, this is what someone just didn't care.